Have you ever hugged a woman and felt like nothing changed afterward? She smiled, but she didn't linger. She didn't text you later, and by morning it was like the hug never happened. Now imagine this. You hug her, and later that night, she's lying in bed replaying that moment over and over in her mind. The pressure of your arms, the timing, the stillness, the confidence, every detail looped in her memory like a song she can't stop hearing. Yes, your hug could be the one that hijacks her thoughts all day long. But here's the truth most men never hear. Hugging a woman the right way isn't just physical, it's psychological warfare. Today, we'll break down 6 stoic secrets to hugging like a pro, where every embrace is a silent message of power, safety, and emotional seduction. Let's begin. 1. Mastering stillness, the hug of presence. Most guys rush a hug, quick in, quick out, like they're avoiding a TSA pat-down. But the true stoic, heck knows stillness is presence. When you hug her, pause. Let your arms settle around her like you're anchoring her to the moment. Let your energy sink in. Breathe. Don't fidget. Don't squeeze too tight. Just be there, still and grounded. Why does this work? Because women subconsciously associate stillness with emotional strength. In a world full of men who tremble, second-guess us, and overthink, your calm stillness is magnetic. Stillness says, I'm not anxious. I'm not desperate. I'm grounded. I'm here. And believe me, she can feel that. It's primal evolutionary. A calm man is perceived as competent and in control, while a jittery one feels unstable. Ever hug someone who pats you like you're a golden retriever? Yeah, don't be that guy. Instead, use intentional stillness. Let your hug breathe. 3-4 seconds of silence. That's where the connection ignites. Those few seconds communicate more about your presence than any words could. But even stillness loses power. Unless you master the moment just before the hug, that moment changes everything. 2. The art of the approach. Timing before touch. Here's where most men fail. Not during the hug, but before it even begins. The seconds leading up to a hug matter more than the hug itself. If you approach nervously, fidget, or hesitate, she feels it. Stoicism teaches us the moment you control begins long before you act. This principle is crucial. Lock eyes with her. Smile gently, not eagerly. Take 1 step closer. Then raise your arms. Not too fast, not too slow, just a steady, confident movement. Why? Because anticipation heightens emotional payoff. It builds tension. And tension creates memory. Think of this like setting a stage. If the lights are flickering and the music skips, no one takes the show seriously. But if the build-up is smooth and purposeful, she feels it coming and welcomes it. If you look unsure, she'll feel uncertain. If you look calm and composed, her guard drops. And when her guard drops, she lets you in emotionally. Quick question. Are your arms going in like a forklift or a slow-motion G? Because only one of those creates attraction. The forklift guy mechanical and awkward. The Jedi smooth, intentional, magnetic. Others where things get even more powerful. Because even the perfect hug will fall flat if you touch her like every other man. 3. Intentional touch. The neurochemical trigger. A hug isn't just arms around her body. It's a neural message. It's a biochemical conversation happening under the surface. Touch her mid-back, not lower unless you're intimate. Why? The mid-back feels protective, not possessive. It's subtle, but it tells her, I've got you. Not, I want something from you. Add gentle pressure with your fingertips, not your whole palm. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the one responsible for relaxation and bonding. Science proves it. Strategic touch releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, but only if it's done with intention, not force. Gentle but deliberate, calm but confident. She won't remember your cologne. She will remember how safe and seen she felt. That's what matters. Touch her like you're tuning a piano, not smashing cymbals. Each point of contact is a note in the melody. Too much and it's noise, just enough. And it's music. And here's the deal. Not every hug needs to scream passion. Some of the most unforgettable hugs whisper protection, strength, and depth. That's the kind of hug Sheer plays in her mind. But what if you want the hug to feel electric? What if you want sparks without saying a word? 4. Emotional synchronicity, thesilent intimacy. Then you need the secret ingredient, emotional synchronicity. This might sound crazy, but when you hug her, try this. Breathe in sync with her. Yes, match her rhythm. Most men never even think about it, but your nervous systems are wired for mirroring. When you breathe like her slowly, deeply, her brain registers connection. This is primal. This isolent intimacy. It's like your bodies are having a conversation your minds don't even know about. Why does it work? Because mirroring breath subconsciously signals empathy and attunement, and women crave to be understood without words. This is where you move from ordinary to unforgettable. Most guys think physical closeness is enough. It's not. Emotional resonance is what leaves an imprint. Be aware. Be deliberate. Be present. You ever hug someone who breathes like they just ran a marathon? Yeah, not exactly seductive. That kind of energy repels instead of attracts. It says, I'm overwhelmed, not I'm in control. So now you've created connection, but now how do you leave her wanting more? 5. The elegant exit, ending with impact. Here's the move. You end the hug, not suddenly, not awkwardly, but with elegance. Pull back slightly slower than she expects. Hold eye contact for half a second longer than normal. Smile subtly, then step back. Why? Because withdrawal creates longing. This is where you move from ordinary to unforgettable. Most guys think physical closeness is enough. It's not. Emotional resonance is what leaves an imprint. Be aware. Be deliberate. Be present. You ever hug someone who breathes like they just ran a marathon? Yeah, not exactly seductive. That kind of energy repels instead of attracts. It says, I'm overwhelmed, not I'm in control. So now you've created connection, but now how do you leave her wanting more? 5. The elegant exit, ending with impact. Here's the move. You end the hug, not suddenly, not awkwardly, but with elegance. Pull back slightly slower than she expects. Hold eye contact for half a second longer than normal. Smile subtly, then step back. Why? Because withdrawal creates longing. 6. Her nervous system remembers what her mind forgets. The stoic secret weapon. You've felt it before. That moment when something ordinary becomes unforgettable. Not because of the moment itself, but because of how it felt in your body. This is where the Stoic philosophy meets modern neuropsychology. When you hug a woman the right way, still grounded emotionally in sync, you're not just hugging her body, you're speaking to her nervous system. Here's the truth. The female nervous system is exquisitely sensitive to safety, stability, and subtle signals. If your energy feels anxious, needy, or rushed, even if your words sound perfect, her nervous system tightens. She becomes guarded, detached. But when your hug radiates calm, confident masculinity, her body lets go, her shoulders drop, her breath deepens, her heartbeat synchronizes to yours. She might not even understand why, but she'll feel it. You see, trauma lives in the body, but so does trust. And trust isn't built by fancy lines or flashy confidence. It's built in those quiet, wordless moments where your energy tells her, you're safe here. No masks, no pressure. A stoic man doesn't hug to get something. He hugs to offer something. Security, stillness, connection. That's the power move, because she'll forget what you wore. She might forget what you said, but she won't forget how you made her feel when she let her guard down and melted into you. Even just for 5 seconds. And guess what? That's the part that rewires her brain. A hug that calms her nervous system. That's addictive. It's emotional gravity. She won't understand why she keeps thinking about you, but she will. If this message hit home for you, don't just nod and scroll. Like this video, share it, comment below with the word presence. If you're ready to be the man who makes her nervous system feel safe and seen, and if you want more powerful insights on female psychology, emotional intelligence, and the stoic path to attraction, subscribe now. We break the illusion, cut the noise, and show you how true masculine presence isn't loud, it's felt. Because in a world of men who chase, you will become the one share members. The one who knows that even a hug can change.